The godfather of heavy metal and Prince of Darkness, Ozzy Osbourne, has passed away at the age of 76.
Welcome back to Hollywood Bulletin, your go-to destination for true stories that shake the entertainment world. And today, we're honoring a music icon whose life, legacy, and final days left fans across the globe in stunned silence. Ozzy Osbourne, the godfather of heavy metal and self-proclaimed Prince of Darkness, has passed away at 76, leaving behind a career filled with groundbreaking music, unforgettable performances, and a battle with personal demons that spanned decades. From his rise in Black Sabbath to his chaotic reality TV days, Ozzy gave everything he had to his fans. But now, with his passing, the Autopsy has been released, and it's not what anyone expected. While many believed his long struggle with Parkinson's disease would be the cause, new revelations suggest there may have been more behind his final days. Born John Michael Osbourne on December 3, 1948, in Birmingham, England, Ozzy came from a working-class family with 6 children. Life wasn't easy, and Ozzy always felt like an underdog. But his father believed he was destined for something bigger. And in 1968, Ozzy co-founded Black Sabbath, alongside Tony Iommi, Bill Ward, and Geezer Butler. Within 2 years, they released their debut album, laying the foundation for heavy metal as we know it. Ozzy's haunting voice and theatrical stage presence earned him the title of Prince of Darkness. But success came with a price. By 1979, Ozzy's addictions to drugs and alcohol became so unmanageable that Black Sabbath had to let him go. But instead of fading away, Ozzy returned stronger, launching a solo career in 1980 with Blizzard of Oz, a massive hit that began a new chapter. He released 13 solo albums, with the first 7 going multi-platinum in the US, and later rejoined Black Sabbath in the late 90s. They toured again and dropped their final album, 13, in 2013, closing the book with a farewell performance in Birmingham in 2017. Ozzy's career spanned over 100 million album sales, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame honors, and stars on both the Hollywood Walk of Fame and Birmingham Walk of Stars. But beyond the stage persona, Ozzy was far more complex, often misunderstood. He was a devoted family man, a practicing member of the Church of England, and someone who prayed before every show. Despite being labeled a Satanist, he loved Monty Python, had over 15 tattoos, including one he carved into his own knuckles with a sewing needle, and in 2002, even attended the White House Correspondents' Dinner, where President George W. Bush joked, "Ozzy, Mom loves your stuff." That same year, Ozzy and his family debuted The Osbournes, a groundbreaking reality show that ran for 4 seasons and made Ozzy a household name beyond music. But those years were far from easy. Sharon battled cancer, the kids struggled with substance abuse, and after filming for 3 years, Ozzy made the decision to end it still. He later said he was glad they did it because it allowed fans to see the real him. He went on to star in other shows with his kids, like Ozzy and Jack's World Detour and The Osbournes Want to Believe, showing the softer, funnier side of the Prince of Darkness. His personal life was just as turbulent. Ozzy married his first wife, Thelma Riley, in 1971, had 2 children and adopted a third, but later admitted the marriage was a mistake. He wasn't present, and the drugs and touring took their toll. He couldn't even remember when his daughters were born, but everything changed when he married Sharon Arden in 1982. She was his manager, partner, and anchor. They had 3 children, Amy, Kelly, and Jack, and even though their marriage faced many storms, including Ozzy's addictions and health scares, they stayed together. Ozzy once said they chose to marry on the 4th of July, so he'd never forget their anniversary. He even wrote songs dedicated to his children, like My Little Man for Jack, showing the emotional depth behind his heavy metal image. Despite years of chaos, addiction, and even a house fire in 2013, Ozzy always prioritized family. He asked fans to donate to cancer charities on his 65th birthday instead of throwing a party. In 2022, he released his final solo album, Patient Number 9. And though he struggled with Parkinson's disease, he never stopped trying to give fans one last show. He had multiple surgeries, and yet performed one final time in Birmingham on July 5th, 2025, just 2 weeks before his death. Over 40,000 fans, including stars like Jason Momoa and Steven Tyler, witnessed what would become his ultimate farewell. Ozzy sat on a bat-themed throne due to his condition, performed 5 of his most iconic songs, and gave fans one last taste of his legendary presence. Fireworks lit up the sky as he blew kisses and thanked the crowd. A banner read, "Thank you for everything. You guys are F***ing amazing. Birmingham forever." The concert was 2 years in the making. A dream sparked by Sharon, who wanted to give him a reason to keep going, and he gave it everything he had. Backstage, he posted a photo with the words, "Back to the beginning, the final show," which now feels like his personal goodbye. 2 weeks later, on July 22nd, 2025, Ozzy Osbourne passed away surrounded by family. Sharon and their children released a heartbreaking statement asking for privacy. Posting that same image of him from his final concert, tributes poured in from every corner of the world. Black Sabbath simply wrote Ozzy forever. Elton John called him a legend and one of the funniest people he had ever met. Ronnie Wood praised his final concert, and Metallic honored him with a broken heart emoji and a throwback photo. Fans flooded social media with memories, concert clips, and personal stories. Many said they couldn't believe he had performed just weeks earlier. Others cried watching. His final words: Sharon had said he worked with his therapist every day to be ready for that show, and he delivered. Though no official cause of death has been revealed, it's believed his Parkinson's and long history of health struggles played a major role. His daughter Kelly had recently defended him against false rumors and stressed that he wasn't dying. But fate had other plans, and now the world is left with the music, the madness, and the memory of a man who gave everything, even when he had nothing left. What will you remember most about Ozzy Osbourne? The music, the chaos, or the raw humanity behind the legend? Let us know in the comments. And if this tribute touched you, be sure to like this video, subscribe to Hollywood Bulletin, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss another deep dive into the lives of legends.